Hello everyone. So you can't tell it from the camera, but it's already late evening. I'm in Epping Forest and I'm looking for a place to stop, cook up some food and just generally have a bit of fun. I've got my bivvy with me. Let's see what we can find, eh? So this video is also a little bit of an update on the channel. Thank you to those of you that stood by me whilst I've been away for a few weeks. I think it's been 4 weeks since I posted a video. But here we are, we're back again now. So those of you that follow me on Instagram will know that I've updated a lot of the parts on the Trike. I've more or less renewed the whole drivetrain and a few other bits. I've also done a couple of counties since I've been away, so those videos are yet to come. I've taken Trinny to some mountains, which was great fun, but also very much hard work. And I'll tell you more about that when we actually get to those videos. So I've ridden a couple of counties. And also just recently I went to the Cycle Touring Festival in Lancashire in the UK. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a little while as well. Oh, it's a lovely evening. Just the right temperature. No jacket on. Really good. Oh yeah. Epping Forest's got some really lovely downhills and some nasty sharp little uphills as well. Like I said, sharp uphills. So let me first tell you about the updates on the Trike. Then I'm going to find somewhere to cook some food. And then we'll think about setting the bivvy up. Sounds like a plan. So let's start at the back and work our way front. What have I done? Well, the roll-off hub, I've taken the sprocket off that and turned it around. So I had to buy the tool to do that. It's fairly easy once you buy the tool. Although the tool was almost £30. It's quite expensive for a tool that just does one job. So there you go, what are you going to do? Without the tool you're stuffed. So with the sprocket done and turned around, I then looked at the chain tensioner, and I thought, well, might as well change that as well because it's bound to be worn a bit. Didn't look very worn, but sure thing is it'd be worn out before the sprocket or the new chain. So I bought a new chain tensioner, and as I then mentioned, there's a new chain as well. And I found out that my chain is 3.8 meters long. So moving forward along that drivetrain, I then purchased a titanium idler wheel from T-Cycle. Didn't actually get it from T-Cycle, got it from their European distributor, Eclata. The titanium one is quite expensive. It cost me over £140, but according to T-Cycle, they haven't had one come back yet for wear, so it should last me. Oh, I should also mention I put quick links in the chain now as well, which it didn't have when I got it new from HP, which I thought was a bit surprising. I thought they would have put quick links on the chain, but there you go. So when I finished with the drivetrain, I thought I might as well do the roll-off cables. It has 2 gear cables. It's a kind of push and pull mechanism at the back for the roll-off. So I changed those. When I went for the white outers, I got Jaguar cables and went for the white outers. And then, because that didn't look right with the black cables for the brakes and for the FNEO drive at the front, so I changed all those as well. So they're all white outers now. On top of that, I changed all the brake shoes all around, and 2 new front tyres that I told you I had, Schwalbe Marathon Plus front tyres, so they're done now as well. Right, well, I reckon here's about as good a place as any to cook my food. And then we can always move off somewhere else. Just thought I'd cook my food here where there's a bit of light. It's very dark in the trees now, so I thought I'd come out here. I'll cook the food. and then we'll go and find somewhere else a bit later. Got a bit of grass as any, eh? Right, the ingredients for this are diced chicken, curry powder, some fairly rough cut garlic and onions, some fresh ginger and peppers, and I think there's chilli in there as well. And what else have we got? Oh, and some tomatoes, chopped tomatoes. So, let's go. So whilst that's cooking, I'm going to sit back and enjoy a beer, because I'm not riding anymore today, apart from back into the trees, but yeah, shan't be going much further. Aeroplanes, there's so many aeroplanes around here, all part and parcel of living near London, unfortunately. So yeah, I did 2 days cycling in Cumbria recently. Those videos are coming up. Hope to have those out in the next week or so, once I get them edited. I've also done a day's cycling in Lancashire, on the coast of Lancashire. Whilst I was up there, I went to the Cycle Touring Festival. So the Cycle Touring Festival is about 5 years old now, I think. Laura and Tim Moss, Round the World Cyclists themselves, they organise an annual event in Clitheroe in Lancashire. I've been to them all apart from last year because I was in the Netherlands. But it's an event, it's a weekend of Friday evening, Saturday, Sunday, where about 200, 250, maybe even as many as 300 cycle tourists get together and swap stories, swap ideas. There's lectures, seminars, films, workshops, all that sort of thing over the weekend. It's really inspiring. Some really good stuff comes out of that. Every time I go I learn something. It's the only place you can go in the world where you can sit across the breakfast table and tell people that you're going to sell all your worldly possessions and go off and cycle around the world. They don't even bat an eyelid. They just wonder when you're starting and how long it's going to take you. Really, really great place to be. So I haven't really got a video of the Cycle Touring Festival. I just thought I'd mention it because if anybody feels like they'd like to go to it next year, I'll leave the details in the description below this video for their website. You can keep an eye on that. You can also register for email updates. and get your tickets as soon as they become available. Normally start selling them, I think, just after Christmas. But yeah, I would highly recommend going if you're into your cycle touring. Fabulous, fabulous weekend. Alright, my curry must be about ready by now. The chicken's beginning to fall to pieces, so yeah, I think it's well cooked. I'm going to toast myself up some naan bread to go with it, and then I'm going to sit back and enjoy that. I know you guys don't like watching me eat, so I'll get back with you in a little while. Going to enjoy that with my beer. Oh, wow, that was nice. I enjoyed that. Oh. A bit too much though. Right. Let's go see what we can find. Oh, I nearly forgot as well. I've brought along the wildlife camera. No funny business this time, I promise. But yeah, I'm going to set that up before I go to sleep. See if we can't get something on the camera overnight. I couldn't sleep in the field. There's too many people about. As I was looking, there was 2 people came walking through there with their dogs. No good. Shame, but that would have been good. We'll find somewhere in a minute. Right, I'm going to put up the wildlife camera looking at this kind of spot, I think, somewhere in here. Let's see. Well, that's the camera set up. Just over there. So it's kind of looking at this big open space. I'm going to bait it with some apples. I'm going to slice some apple up and pop down around here, see if we can attract some wildlife overnight. There we go. Lots and lots and lots of bits of sliced apple. Right, that's the camera set up. Now we've got to get me set up. Let's go find somewhere away from here where I can put my bivvy up. It's getting dark, even though it doesn't look like it in the camera, as always. I promise you, it's getting dark. So, there she is, all set up. Oh, it looks so bright in the camera. It really does. Believe me, it's so dull in here. Anyhow, I'm not going to do too much more filming. Mainly because I don't want to keep talking, because it draws attention to yourself. Right, as you can see, I've changed my top. I'm ready for bed. Bivvy's all set up behind me. Oh, you can barely see it down there, it's so dark. Yeah, there's a little bit of light left. I might just watch some YouTube videos for a little while or something, but otherwise I'm off to sleep. It's nice and quiet now. I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. Good night. Morning everyone. Just making myself a quick coffee before I pack up and go somewhere else to make my breakfast. It's quite dim in here, the sun's coming up. I don't fancy sitting here and having my breakfast, so I just thought I'd make myself a quick coffee and then we'll move and go make my breakfast somewhere else. Somewhere in the sunshine hopefully. So this morning we have, come on, focus. There you go, Kenko. Gotta have a coffee to get started in the morning. I woke up about 4:30. It's now about 5, I think. And there's already a helicopter in the background. Unbelievable. Cheers everyone. It's a heliport about a mile away in that direction, called Lippett's Hill. It's where the police helicopter lands. So it's either just landed or just taken off. Taken off by the sounds, I can hear it going into the distance. I hope we got something on the wildlife camera. That'd be good. Right, I'm going to finish this coffee. Then I'll catch you on the trike and we'll go and find somewhere to have some breakfast. Nothing special. I've only got porridge. And we'll have another coffee as well. Porridge, oatmeal to you guys in the US. Right, catch you in a bit. Right, let's go and find the wildlife camera. Just through here, as long as it's not being pinched. No, it's still there, I can see it. So, all the apple has gone, that's a good sign. Yeah, it's not a single piece of apple. Excellent. So, let's get the camera off of there. So I picked up the wildlife camera, and there's definitely something on there. So I'll let you have a look at that now. going to be tired today. I think I must have got all of, I don't know how much sleep I got, to be honest. Maybe 2 or 3 hours. And why? I mean, as I said earlier, I'm a light sleeper, but not normally that bad. And there was nothing particular. It was a still night. There was no wind, no rain. I wasn't disturbed by any animals. The odd rustle and creak, but cool, that's hot. I'm going to eat it. I'll leave it for a minute. Oh dear. I'll have to have an afternoon nap later. Yeah, it's going to take me some time to eat this. It's very, very hot. I'll get back with you in a minute. So that's about it for this one, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this little jaunt into the forest. And a little bit of an update for the channel as well. Let you know what I'm doing. So if you have enjoyed this one, please leave it a like down below. Click that little thumb up. And if you're new to my channel, you think you enjoy this sort of thing, please think about subscribing as well. That would be awesome. In the meantime, I'm going to go home. I'm going to edit this one. Then I'm going to start editing my counties videos so I can get those out later this week as well, hopefully. And I'll see you all soon. Right, cheers then guys. Take care. Ta-da.